And welcome back to our third in our New Year's resolution series. I'm Jean Folks, and I'm so glad you're spending a little time preparing for the new year with me and with Tapping Prayerfully. So far, we've talked about the value of taking stock in a positive way, of looking back over the course of the year to affirm ourselves rather than to fault find. We have talked about using our fantasies and our daydreams with a mindfulness practice of observing and using that as information to see where our hearts are more fully drawn to follow a natural dream or inspiration or idea. And now we're at that point of decision place where we have more tools, and we really do want to make it a New Year's resolution that is based on the support of loving kindness and the guidance of the information in our inmost heart. So just for the sake of our learning and adventure, I want to go with a rather classic New Year's resolution, one that many of us make and make often: weight loss. And to choose something almost cliched so that we can see the process of our last two tappings at work in approaching a New Year's resolution in a whole new spirit of love and compassion. So here we go. Even though I have committed to weight loss annually for years now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly where I am. Even though I've made this resolution over and over again with marginal success and sometimes colossal failures, and often a lot of guilt and rejection of myself, I choose in this moment to do something new and different. Even though I don't have a lot of hope for a New Year's resolution around weight loss, I accept myself in even this part of me, as I also cautiously open to doing this a whole new way. And up to eyebrow, I do want to lose weight. I want to have control over food. I don't want it controlling me for the rest of my life. I want to be strong and healthy. I want to make good choices. And I don't want every day with food to be a battle. And I could try again to choose the next new diet. And make the new plan and buy the new stuff and get really determined and to begin yelling at myself and pushing myself before I even begin. Or I could open in a whole new way. And maybe this time I'm going to let it be less about the food and more about my feelings. I've made it about the food itself long enough. If that was going to work by now, it would have. So my resolution this year is to open to the hunger of my heart, to pay attention to my longings, to notice my fears and my worries, and my cravings, and to notice when and how I reach for food to fill the empty places in me that ultimately I know food can't fill. I invite God to be present on this journey with me, because in my heart I know many of these empty places are filled best with divine light, are filled best with knowing I am not alone on my journey. And I mean this in a really sincere way and with no sarcasm. But I would rather fill these empty places with God's love rather than cookies. That I choose to fill these empty places in me with God's love and God's sweetness. Rather than with the fleeting sweetness and the fleeting fullness of what I can put in my mouth. Because that sweetness and fullness is real, but it doesn't last. And that's when I wind up on the difficult cycle of eating more and more and more. I need something more lasting, more permanent, and better built to fill these empty places in me. And in this new year, I resolve to receive God's love in a new way, and then let that love myself in a new way. As I see myself through my Creator's eyes, through the eyes of cherishing love, and a heart that is full. And take a nice deep breath, maybe 2 or 3. I thank you for being on this New Year's resolution journey with me. Apply this tapping that we've just done to whatever is specific in your own needs. Make it your own. It doesn't have to be about food. We use all kinds of things, both material and immaterial, to fill our empty places, and you know what yours are. But use the model, use the concept, and use the tapping to find what is true and deep and lasting and real, to comfort and soothe, to fill emptiness, and to inspire for movement forward. I pray that this is going to be a wonderful, transitional, growth-filled year for you. And I will so look forward to continuing to support you with tapping prayerfully. Have a wonderful new year, and I will absolutely see you on the Tapping Prayerfully journey.